And we are live. I hope everyone is as excited as I am. First of all, it's a privilege to host this session, but also to be able to see and put into practice all of the SEO tools Amin has built. We'll be ready to start off, but before that, can everyone put in the chat where are you joining from? I'm just curious, just to make a quick survey to see exactly where everyone is joining from. And see, I know for sure some of our friends from Toronto, some friends from the United States as well. Okay, I don't see Arkansas. Hello to Arkansas, Atlanta, US. Joachim has put in his LinkedIn over there, and feel free to share your LinkedIn profiles as well. Las Vegas, Nevada. So, hi, my name is Emanuel. I'm an SEO and digital marketing consultant from Toronto and founder of howaboutsomemarketing. Howaboutsomemarketing is a hub where you, a marketing savvy business owner or a digital marketing professional that's working in an agency or in-house, can enhance your digital marketing skills. I have a special guest tonight in name of Amin Foroutan. I'll let him introduce I'll let him introduce himself. But before that, you see another person here, Joachim, who's been a dear friend of our community. How about some marketing? And I'll let Joachim introduce himself before we dive right into this session, this webinar.
Yeah, thanks, Emanuel, for having me. And Amin, sorry for taking away 37 seconds of your time. But Joachim Koch, founder of Aspiration Marketing. We're a digital performance marketing agency with resources in Canada, US, and Europe. And we're predominantly focusing on inbound marketing, content creation, SEO, web design. We're also a HubSpot partner. So many of the tools Amin will be presenting, we can't wait to make sure we test them as well, if we don't have them already. But we'll find that out. Obviously, today's marketers, we need a lot of tools, and we also need to resist the temptation to have them all. So, Amin, to you.
Okay, thank you very much. I just want to say hello to everyone, and thank you for joining today's call. And thank you, Emanuel, for having me again on How About Some Marketing webinars. And I'm Amin, an SEO consultant with a decade of experience, and I have a huge passion for creating tools and building new solutions for SEO. So that's one of my biggest passions. And here I'm here today to share some of the tools that I have created that SEO community also, I think they've liked them. So at least one of them has more than 2,000 users right now. Some of them have 500, 600 users. And I think there are some values here in this meeting in this webinar when I will be sharing them. And then I will be sharing the latest features. I updated 4 of the Chrome extensions that I have just this week for this webinar to make sure we have the latest, most updated version of all of them. And yeah, that was the quick intro for me. And Emanuel, if you want to continue being our host.
That I believe we are okay to start with the first tool and start introducing it as we go.
Okay, so before I start, so I will quickly show you that, these mainly I will be speaking today about these 7 tools. The first 4 are Chrome extensions. Third one is a Python-based tool with a user interface. 6th one is a Google Sheet using AppScript. And last one is just a very easy to use tool based on, using GPT model. So it's using ChatGPT, we can optimize PDFs with 2 prompts. So I will be starting with Google AI Overview Impact Analysis. This is the Chrome page that you can download it from. And also already, I think you have seen the link to that on the events page. But how it works and how you can use it, I will quickly start telling you about that. First of all, you need to be in the US, or you need to be using a VPN. For example, here I'm using ExpressVPN. I'm connected to Houston, so in this way I'm seeing the SERP for the US. Recently Google launched it for a couple of other countries, I think, but in Canada, at least, we need to use the VPN. And how we're going to use it, so you will start by downloading it and installing it on your browser. And then what you need to do is just search for anything on Google. So say Google, and then I would say, for example, SEO. And then, so now you can see we'll start. You can start using the tool just from your Google Chrome extension place. So just click here, activate it. So usually when you install it, it's not active. You will click here, it will be activated. A sidebar will appear here. And what we are going to see here is that the main aim of this tool is to help us understand the impact of Google AI overview on your specific niche that you're working on it. So for example, if I enter a random simple keyword here, so for example, I have focus of the keywords that I selected for today is mainly around exercise, because I thought, okay, it will be a neutral thing. So as most of you will know SEOs, so Google has launched this feature. AI overviews on top of the search engine result page are appearing, and there are not too many tools that can help us understand if our website is being cited or how many of our target keywords for our specific niche are being impacted by this. So the tool that I have created here is really simple. So I told you will activate it, the sidebar will appear, and then the next thing that you need to do is just to enter a comma-separated list of keywords. So I have a list of keywords here, not too many. It's like around 20 keywords for demonstration, but there's no limit on this. So it will, when you enter the list of keywords, it will start searching all of these keywords for you. For us, it will take a couple of minutes. And then what it does is that it checks the citations, it checks the, everything that is on the SERP and on the AI overview result. And after that, you will have, I think 4 reports. Yeah, 4 reports will be prepared for you. First one is just shows you what percentage are showing AI overviews, what percentage are not showing AI overviews. The next one is very simple report that shows you the word count. So and I think the value here is that if you're seeing, for example, the more long tail keyword or short tail keywords are generating AI overviews for your niche, that's something to consider in your SEO strategy. And after that, the most important part is, I think, the citation report, that in a few seconds we will dive into them after this last 4 or 5 keywords are being examined by the tool. But yeah, you can see it's very simple to use. Just enter a comma-separated list of keywords, and after a few minutes, you can see we're done with 90%. You can see the progress of the process here on this part of the page, and we're almost done. Okay, now we're done, and then we can take a look at the report. So the first report that we are seeing here shows us which keywords are generating AI overviews and which are not. So for example, you can see for these keywords, AI overview is available, and for some of them, like exercise, it's not available. And a general picture of the target keywords that I have here, showing me that 13 out of 20 are generating AI overviews, and 7 of them are not generating AI overviews. And then the next report, as I told you, shows us the length of the keyword. So this is good because, for example, in this specific niche, for example, exercise, I'm seeing that we don't have any AI overviews for 1-word keywords, and for 2 words, we only have one keyword generating AI overviews, and also only one keyword with with the length of 3 words. But most of them are 4 words keywords. So this will give you some picture for some understanding that, okay, it seems that in your specific niche, long tail keywords are more prone to generate AI overviews. And then the next report, which is that I think something that all of us want to know if our website is being cited or not, is this one. So in order to actually match this better with the experience that we are having on the SERP, I'm also searching it here. So what we're seeing in the next tab is citations that, so if you click here, you can see Google is citing using different links, different websites in order to generate this AI overview for the users. And here we are seeing links to all of these cited resources. And then here, for example, 9 resources are cited for this specific question or keyword, and then only 2 of them are on the SERP. And if you hover your mouse here, you can see Healthline is being cited, and it's a blue link one. So by blue link one, we're looking at this one actually. So this one is both this first result of the SERP and also one of the cited resources of Google. And also, if you look at hover over this one, the blue one, you can see PAA3. It means that the third people also ask question is from Medical News Today, and it's also cited here. So this comparison of the traditional SERP and the modern, the AI overview is really helpful. And just to test it, let's take a look. Yeah, Medical News Today, as the app, as the extension was saying, is the third people also ask question that we are seeing here. So this comparison also helps you to understand how Google is behaving here on your specific niche. Are the top 10 results always being cited or not? And then you can check this for all of the keywords that that are generating AI overviews. And then if you scroll down, you will have a visualization of this as well. So you can see 39 cited resources are blue links, the traditional blue links, and then 20 of them are being extracted from people also ask this section, and 1 of them is being generated from a SERP snippet. And a large portion of them are not on the first page of Google, so they're not on the SERP. This gives you, any SEO strategies will interpret these data differently, but how I will understand it is that, okay, it seems that Google AI overview in this specific niche is giving opportunities to other players that are not currently ranking on the first page of the SERP to have more, to generate more brand awareness. People will be seeing them more compared to the last, because lots of them, 68 links are not from the first page of the Google. And then we have this last table here. As you can see, it will show you who is the winner. So out of all of the 20 keywords or 100 keywords that we were looking at, Healthline, Mayo Clinic, they are being cited more than other competitors. And we have keywords and counts. The difference here is that for some keywords, a domain might be cited multiple times. As you can see here, for 6 keywords, Mayo Clinic was cited 7 times. Same thing for Healthline. So this gives us some ideas about who is the winner, where is our brand standing, and what's really happening on the SERP and the competitive landscape that we are having here. And finally, one thing that you can do also is that quickly check which keywords from your specific domain that you're tracking are generating, which keywords are generating AI overviews for you. And for example, for this specific domain, these 3 keywords are generating AI overviews, and this domain is being cited for it as well. So this is the first tool that I wanted to introduce here, because AI overviews are hot topics, I think, these days, and there are not too many tools available for SEOs. And I really have heard good feedback from the SEO community about this. They found it helpful, and I hope you will also find this helpful as well. But this is not the end of the story. You can also download all of the things that we saw here in the report. So if you click on download full report, you will have an Excel sheet with 4 tabs. We'll give it a second to load. Okay, sorry guys. And then you can see all of the data that we were seeing here, and then it's ready for deeper analysis. You can take a look at different things that we were seeing here. Especially the important part is the keywords and the citations. So you can just expand this table and analyze and see if your domain is appearing, and what is the overall competitive landscape of the SERP for.
I think we lost Amin for a second there.
It seems to work.
Sorry, did I get disconnected?
I think
did
so,
I get
yes.
disconnected recently,
Yes,
or
you did.
it was just a few seconds
About
ago?
2 minutes ago.
Oh, sorry for that. I think because I'm using the VPN for this to show you the AI overview, so that might be a problem. Sorry for that, but okay.
But
can you tell
by
me
the way,
what
I mean, I had just mentioned that as a gap filler. This seems to work just fine, at least on my computer in Canada, from Canada, just for whatever it's
okay,
worth.
great to know. Okay, and yeah, sorry everyone for being disconnected because of the VPN issues, but So I'm not sure what was the last thing that you were hearing from my side.
You're just wrapping up the spreadsheet, the information
Okay,
that you
so
downloaded in the spreadsheet.
okay, perfect. So I will share this again, and so okay, and then so yeah, I was just saying that when you download this sheet here, you will have access to all of the data that we already discussed, and I showed you on the sidebar tool that was appearing on the Google Chrome. And yeah, that's all. You can, as an SEO, you can play with it, extract this data and use the Excel sheet as well in order to do more and more analysis on your site. So just curious to know if there's any questions in the comments, Emmanuel, that I don't know, our audience are
Not
asking, or
Not yet, but some of the participants, so if you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comment section as well. In the meantime, before I'm assuming we're moving on to the next tool that you're going to showcase, I do take this opportunity to invite everyone to visit our website, howaboutsomemarketing.com, where you'll find the recording of this webinar, but also recordings from the previous webinars where we had many guests from other digital marketing experts to sales people to agency directors, storytellers, and many more. And you can also sign up for the newsletter and see the upcoming webinars that will host. With that being said, I believe it's okay to move on to the next tool.
yes, for sure. And then one more thing that I forgot to mention is that if you're thinking a result for a specific keyword is not exactly what you want, you can click on this button again and it will do a slower search for you, and then it will update all of the results. So, and if you just want to update it for one specific keyword, and then at any moment you can stop it with this button, and when you're done, you want to run a new search, just clear everything, and yeah, all of the sections will be cleared, and you will have a new you can run a new analysis. So I will close this tab, but we sometimes you don't want to see the landscape of the AI overviews for a lot of keywords. You just wanted to see it for this specific keyword. For example, yeah, what is Arabic exercise? If you want to take a look at all of these and see the results and see if you are cited or not, it's not that easy. It's easy, but it's not fast. So in order to be faster, what we can do is to use another extension that we have. It's called Google AI Overview Citation Analysis. What this tool does is that it gives you a quick view, overview of these citations that are here. So for example, we can see Cleveland Clinic. This specific URL is being cited, exactly matches what we're seeing here. And also it says that, is it seen on the traditional SERP? Yes, it's the first people also ask. Let me quickly check. Yes, it's the first people also ask question as well. So in this way, you can understand, you can understand how things are moving forward with this specific keyword, and then you can check them on the SERP. So for example, some of them are not on the SERP, some of them are on the SERP, and you can see if your brand appears here or not. And then after that, a good visualization that shows who has the most share. So Cleveland Clinic in this case is being cited 4 times, and you can see 20 resources are used to generate this small AI overview by Google. So it definitely gives everyone a good opportunity to be more present on the top of the SERP, because as you know, traditional SERP only shows top 10 results, but now here we're seeing 10 different resources. So this is a just quick analysis that I could do for myself. And then one more thing that we have here is the traditional SERP summary. So it can be used both when we are analyzing AI overviews and also when you're just want to scrape the SERP. But before that, you can see, for example, here we are seeing 19 results here, and usually if we scroll down, in the past we could have that unlimited experience of SERP, but now Google is back to pagination. But if you're in your country, you are still having that, by scrolling more, you can unlock more rows of these results, and then this table will be expanded, and then you can see maybe if something is, for example, the 20th blue link, the 100th blue link, it will appear here, and you can understand where Google is getting the results from. And I also want to talk about this specific traditional SERP summary. So sometimes you need to scrape the SERP. So for example, you want to see what are the top 10 results of a specific keyword. And then usually we use different scrapers like Python or, different tools. But here, everything is getting much simpler. Just click on this copy button and everything will be copied to your clipboard. And then if I just, for example, open a Google Sheet and paste it here, you can see very easy, very fast. You have scraped the SERP for your specific keyword and you can record it and do anything else that as an SEO you might want to do with it. And you can see people also ask URLs are here and blue links are also here. So it's not only limited to when you're analyzing AI overviews. If you're only doing it for any other keyword, so for example, if I just say exercise, you can still use this for analyzing traditional SERP. Nothing is here for AI overviews, but traditional SERP results are still here. So you can use this in this way as well. And also, as always, we have a button that helps us download the results in Excel sheet. So this is another way to use the data and summary of the report. See, I clicked on this 3 times. So the first one is empty because I'm using this keyword without AI overviews, but you can see the second sheet is complete with all of the results that we have here. So these 2 tools, I mean, the AI overview citation analysis and AI overview impact analysis, are very close to each other. The first one, as lets you do it for a group of keywords, and second one is mainly focused on a specific keyword that you want to take a look and learn more about it and see if you're present on it or not. Because I highly believe that reviewing all of these citations and trying to find it and see if you are being cited, your website is being cited or not, is difficult. So this tool definitely makes it easier for you. So with this, we are all done with the AI overview related tools that I have. But I don't know, Emmanuel, is there any questions from the audience, or we're good to go to
one comment from our friend Kevin. I looked ahead at the next tool and I wanted the detail it provides, but didn't know it existed until now. So that's a comment that actually Kevin just shared, and I can put that on the screen. And we have a question: how do you know you found the good keywords you should use?
So it's really about the SEO strategy that you have. And then, usually based on the experience that we are gaining, the keywords that are more long tail and more close to being a question are more prone to generate AI overviews. So for your specific niche, for example, if you are in, for example, I don't know, selling shampoos, an e-commerce website selling shampoos, you want to look at the questions such as what are the best shampoos for, I don't know, for example, or best shampoos for this hair type, how to wash this hair type, best ingredients of the shampoos in this type. So questions that are kind of more long tail and question based are more prone to generate AI overviews. But overall, I think the best way to use the first tool is that you should just think about your target keywords, regardless of if they're generating AI overviews or not. And then you say, okay, we have these 200 keywords that are valuable for us. So let's see if they're generating AI overviews or not. And are we being cited on those or not? So, and in this way, I think it's better, instead of just thinking which keywords will generate AI overviews, let's generate a list of those keywords. I hope this answers your question. But
Kevin just left a 5-star review, and that's something that I encourage everyone to do. It helps Amin, it helps all the tools that he's building, and helps with our growing SEO community.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that being said, let's move on to the next one.
Sure. Okay, and let's take a look at the next tool. Okay. Most of us are using SEMrush, definitely, and one of the places that I heard there's a pain for some SEOs is that when you are using keyword magic tool, and there's a list here on the left side, so I just randomly selected, for example, the word loans, and then these keywords here, I mean, these seed keywords that are appearing here are sometimes an area of curiosity for SEOs, but SEMrush doesn't let us export them or, even copy them in a clean way. Even, I'm dragging my mouse to copy them. I cannot select these. But if you're also curious about this part, you want to look at them, want to see, get a better understanding. So for example, how this extension, which I'll call it SEMrush Enhancer, works is that, okay, first I need to actually enable it. Okay, now that it's enabled, let's take a look. Okay, SEMrush Enhancer is here. So it's very simple and easy to use. What it does is that when you select by number or by volumes button on SEMrush Keyword Magic Tool, then you can easily copy all of these keywords or only download them as a CSV. But we have another button here, which is called Reveal All Words. If you want to do this manually, it will say you will need to click on Show More button, and then it will go down. You will need to click on it more and more and more. But if you click one time on Reveal All Words, it starts revealing them. So it will click on, actually, I think I need to refresh this page in order to work because okay. So let me see. Okay, you can see it starts clicking on that button on itself, and yeah, more and more the list is getting longer and longer, and at any moment you can stop it. So I will say stop revealing, and it will stop revealing more words. And now what we can do is just click on copy button. If you click on the copy button, let me create a new sheet here, and I will paste it. You can see all of the words are pasted here, but maybe this is not all we want to see. We want to see the numbers as well. Just include the numbers, copy them, and then in the new tab, you will have both numbers and the keyword. But a better maybe or a cleaner way is just to download the CSV file. Click on this, a CSV file will appear, and all of the data that is extracted will be at your hands in a few seconds. So why I think this tool is valuable, because I think it's because first, sometimes you want to exclude some of these keywords. For example, you have this place that you can enter 300 keywords to exclude, I see, or 100 keywords. I'm not sure about that number, but to a limit. And then you want to, you don't want to enter all of them manually. So you can get some of them from this list, paste them, and then start excluding them. And then your keyword list, this is one of the usages. Another way to use it is that you can even only limit it to include those keywords. And another way that it gives you some idea is that which of these, for example, the main keyword is loans. So we're seeing a student, calculator, rate. These are the main topics that having a good search volume. So if I download this CSV again, save it as an SEO, let me tell you what are some of the insights that I can get from this simple list. So you can see there's a good search volume around student loans, loan calculators. People are looking for car loans. So this gives us that idea very quickly that what are the overall interests that people have around the topic. Mortgage, it's less than car, or home is higher than mortgage. So maybe if I have a mortgage broker store, for example, company, including the home loan is better than including the word mortgage loan. It gives you an overall quick and fast overview of the SERP. And, with your creativity as an SEO, you can definitely include more, have more usages for this list. But I heard a lot from SEOs. They wanted to use this data here, and SEMrush Enhancer, a very simple tool, lets you use this data. Okay, so this was the third tool that I wanted to introduce. Simple but easy to use, and can be valuable for some SEOs that are curious about other aspects of the SEMrush Keyword Magic Tool. And before we go to the next tool, yeah.
I'm looking and I don't see any questions. I'm sure there's going to be a follow-up question in the recording, so we'll be monitoring the YouTube recording as well. But so far, so good.
Okay, perfect.
We have thank you for your previous answer. So that's that.
Sure.
We can. I believe it's safe to move on to the next tool.
Okay, so the next tool is more technical. So I think these tools were more related to on page and what we're doing as main thing that everybody knows about SEO. But I really love technical SEO, the difficult thing that many people are afraid of. So but that's the fun part for me. And I here with this tool, which is called SEO Render Insight tool, I kind of married two of my interests, technical SEO and building tool. It's a very simple tool, and there's a 6-minute video that I totally explain how to use this tool. But I will spend in the next 6-7 minutes to tell you how this tool works. But if you are more curious, on the page of on the page of the extension, you can also learn more with this video that is here. But let's go to one of the for example, TripAdvisor is a place that I usually go in order to show everyone how this tool works. So first of all, open this, click on the SEO Render Insight tool button, and then what you need to do is just turn this button on, scroll down to the bottom of the page, and now what you're seeing is some areas are a red border is around them, and some other areas you can see are green. So this tool is not giving you 100% accuracy. And if it says something is red, it's rendered on the client side, and if it's green, it's rendered on the server side. I will just quickly tell you about server side and client side rendering, because maybe some people are not aware about the value of this. But if something is rendered on the server side, it means that Google can easily access that. So it's already on the page source code when Google looks at the page. So it's on this code, easily accessible for Google. But if it's rendered on the client side, it means that when I, as a user, load this page, I'm seeing it on my side, and Google might not see this, or it might need to render the JavaScript to see this, and it means that second wave or third wave of crawl or rendering is needed for Google. And if there are important contents on your page, I highly suggest to make sure they are being rendered on the server side, because you don't want the most important content of your page to be rendered on the client side, and then maybe you're losing the ranking, or the clicks that are valuable for you because of that important content. But to continue looking at the results that we are seeing here, so the first thing is that it shows us 8% of this page content is CSR. So maybe we shouldn't be worried a lot about it. But if you go to another website that I use for demonstration of this tool is Wayfair. So if I do it for Wayfair, let's take a look. Okay, it's getting more and more. Let me scroll down. Okay, it's like almost 50% of the page is suspicious of being rendered on this client side. So maybe it's a strategy for the website. For example, some websites like Airbnb, they really need to render a specific results for me based on my location as a user. So this makes sense for them. But for some websites, this is a very high ratio, and they should take a look at this, take a deeper look to understand if this is a problem or not. But as I told you, this tool only gives you some hints. That's okay. These red elements are suspicious. Maybe they are not being, indexed on Google. And in order to make sure if there's a problem or not, what you need to do. So there are two main ways in order to check them in my mind. So first one is that, okay, you see something is, for example, this text is, there's a red border around it. So it's suspicious of being rendered on the client side. So what you can do is the simple solution is that just do something like this. Oh, sorry. Then site. So specifically search for this on Google, search for that specific URL, and also put the text or the content that you're looking for in these quotation marks, and then see if it's being indexed on Google or not. So on this page, you can see this specific text that I was highlighting in my search is already indexed on Google. So I shouldn't really worry about this. But in some cases, you might see that it's not rendered. Google is not recognizing that text, and that's the place that you need to worry. You need to show this to your developer team and ask them for a better solution instead of rendering everything on the client side. Maybe you need something else. Another way to do that is that you can just, let me go to my personal website because I want to use this. So okay, Google Search Console is another place that you can go. So just start inspecting the page, and then here, not here actually, sorry, view the crawl page, and then here just search for the element that you're suspicious. Here you have more flexibility, because with the last method that I showed you, you are limited to Google and the text, but here you can search for images, for any type of, for example, you can search for a URL like HTTP or anything that appears on the page in red borders, and then you are suspicious of that. My website, it doesn't have anything in red. I don't know if I should say unfortunately or not, but yeah, just this one is showing up here. But other than this, everything is here. So I don't have anything to show you on Google Search Console, but the methodology is very simple. Just search for that element and then see if it's being shown in the crawled page or not. If it's not being, you cannot find it here in this report, then you should start being a little bit worried about it and ask your dev team to find a better solution. So this was what, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, just 1 second, because I want to address the questions as they go so that we don't move into the next section. We have a question on the screen right now. How can I ensure my website is rendering on the server side, and how does using site templates affect this?
So the simplest way that I can tell you, I think, is this tool that I have here. So it will show you if a content of something is in the red borders, you can get suspicious about that. Another more complicated way that you can do it is just go to your network tab. It will be, I think, more advanced. It's not a tool that we're having here, but if you refresh the page, you will have a code somewhere here that shows the actual, let me see if I'm not wrong. You can, yeah, look at this preview as well here, and then sometimes it will also give you some insight at what part of the content is being rendered on the with Google. I mean, Google can see it or not, but the best way, I think the easiest way currently, is tools like this that will show you if a website is rendered on CS server side or not. And then site templates, usually the ones that are, for example, if you're using WordPress, I think they should be usually rendered on the server side most of the parts. But if you're adding a specific sections to it, again, just use this extension to recognize the sections with red borders around them, and then, as I showed you, start reviewing it on Google or Google Search Console to see if the hints that the tool is giving to you are correct or not. So I hope this.
Yeah, I would also add that it depends. Not all websites that we're working on are TripAdvisors, and different sites, different templates, different platforms may or may not affect this one as well. We do have another question, and sorry to fast track everything, but we do have a lot to go through. I'm a freelance web oh, sorry. Yeah. Yes, this is being recorded, and this will be made available for all the people who have registered. I think answered the question that you had about ensuring that your website is rendering on the server side. I think it's safe to move on to the next one. Or are there any other questions? And feel free to drop them in the chat. But since you already shared it, why don't you share again your website, and where can people actually contact you and shoot you a message, and if they have any questions,
Sure. I think the best place is LinkedIn. I usually check it a lot, even more than WhatsApp. So definitely LinkedIn is the best place to reach out, and I can share the link also in the chat or somewhere here if you want. But yeah, and yeah, even if you have any comments, you can also leave your comments here. I will read them, and usually I will try to answer your questions or things here, and also on the YouTube as well. So for example, if you go to this video and you leave a comment under this video, Okay, I will also answer also different ways. So I'm trying to be available everywhere. So, but LinkedIn is the best place for sure.
And I encourage everyone to connect to Amin.
Okay, perfect. And so let's go to a simple tool, a quick one, and then I think something that usually we underestimate as SEOs is optimizing PDFs. So that's why actually let me open it from your event. Okay, here. So optimizing PDFs for SEO, I feel it's really important thing, but we usually underestimate it or we don't care about it. I don't know why, but for example, if I search for fitness PDF, I have done it in the past. So yeah, you can see this is, I downloaded this file and you can see here that the title tag is not really optimized. It's ranking #1, but it's not really the best title tag for it. And also here we can see this is not a really good meta description. It's just getting it from the PDF somewhere in the PDF. So what we can do here is that I already downloaded this PDF and I want to show you how you can use this GPT model that I built to optimize your PDFs very, very fast and easy. So this is the file. You can see the name of the file. It's like SB20F something at home workouts. Okay. So I will upload it here and I will give a seed keyword to ChatGPT. For example, seed keyword home workout. So let's see, because it already has all of the instruction, what it happens is that it gives you, with that seed keyword and the PDF, it gives you 3 options for title tag, meta description, and file name. And then the next step that you need to take is just to read them and select one of them. So I will just randomly say option 3 now. I didn't really read them, but let's see, option 3. Then what it does is that it will start, doing some Python magics here. It will take a few seconds, and then you will have the optimized PDF ready to download. So just click here. It will start downloading. Let's save it. Okay, now we'll open the folder to see if it really works or not. First, the file name is different. So this is the old one. This is the new one. And you can see the new one has a better file name, definitely more optimized for SEO, because if you're linking to this PDF somewhere on your website, it will use that file name. And the second thing to take a look is the, oh, sorry, this is the PDF. I want to just take a quick look at this so to see how they are different. So on the left side of my screen, you can see the old one. And if on the more info tab, you don't see really a good metadata for the file. But if we look at this one under more info tab, you can see we have keywords. Keywords are added here. Title is also here. And also we have a description. So if I upload this PDF instead of the existing PDF, we will have this as a title tag. We will have this meta description and also some keywords also in the metadata of the file. So it's really highly optimized for SEO. And you can see the level of effort. Just seed keyword, option 3. So in just a few seconds, I could reach to this point that SEO optimized PDF is there. And now I can upload it on my website. It will have a better ranking and better performance compared to what we're seeing here, like with this title tag and this description. It was really simple and fast to use, but if there's any question around this tool as well, I'm happy to answer. If not,
that's quite a useful tool. One note, Charlene remind everyone to subscribe on YouTube as well.
Okay, with that, I will jump to one of my favorite tools. It really helps me as an SEO strategist to build a better strategy in a very short time period. So this tool I'm calling it Keyword Cluster Canvas. And how it works is that it has a the interface is Google Sheet, but in the backend we have some app script that is supporting the tool. And what you need to do with this tool is just enter your list of keywords and the search volume here in the keywords tab. And then the next step that you need to take is just play with the words and topics. So for example, I want to create clusters of keywords with their search volume around the topic of exercise. Here I have, for this specific example, we have 5,000 rows of data. And sorry, okay, so I want to see, for example, I'm seeing the word shoulder here. I want to see what are the exercise related keywords that are related to the word shoulder. So let's see what happens. Okay, now we are seeing from the list of 5,000 keywords that I had, 99 of them with a monthly search volume of 250K are, let me zoom in a little bit, are include the word shoulder. So, and then you can see all of them here as well. So shoulder related, shoulder exercise related keywords are here. And I really it didn't really take too much time from me. And then I want to also look, for example, for hamstring and chest as well. So in this one, what we need to do is that we'll select hamstring, and also I will add a pipe character here, and then chest. So this time it will include 2 keywords. So we have more search volume here now. You can see 132 keywords, and then monthly search volume is also here, and you can see hamstring is there, chest is there. So it gives me some idea that, okay, this is the search volume. Maybe hamstring and chest, for example, are more important, have more search demand, and also compared to shoulder. And the good thing about this tool is that you will always have fresh keywords and ideas, because when a keyword is clustered, it will go down, it will be grayed out, it will go down. You can see hamstring exercise is already done, so it's on the bottom of the list, and fresh keywords are appearing here, and then you can play with them. So the next keyword that I want to include here is, for example, let's say quad and bicep. Okay, but we will take it to the next level now after this. So quad and bicep. Let's see how's the search volume here. Okay, we're seeing this, and okay, I'm seeing the word, for example, good here. I don't want to add a negative keyword to this list. This is a feature that is really helpful because you want to have a cleaner, so you can see good exercises. So let me see. Good is being repeated 7 times. No, actually 3 times here. And then the next one that I want to remove is maybe the word muscle. So what I will do here is, let's say I will add quad, again, bicep, and then a semicolon, negative, minus, okay, good, and then pipe character, minus, muscle. Let's see if we will have less keywords. Yeah, okay. Actually, now we have 20 keywords compared to the other list. So it seems that lots of them. Oh, actually, mainly it's because I wrote the word bicep. So bicep primarily, and it's good because now we can see if you remove a row from our data, it will be removed from this as well. So if you make a mistake like me when you're typing something, there's always a chance to fix it. Now we'll write it again, and in a few seconds, let's see what we will have. Okay, so now we have this new list. Sometimes I think, okay, now we have 62. So it's like the words that included good and muscle were maybe 4 words, and now they are excluded from the list. You can do this forever, for all of the keywords that you have, and then all of the new ideas that appear here. You can use 100 keywords, 100 seed keywords here. There's no limit on it, and also 100 negative keywords. There's no limit on this, and also there's no real limit on the tool as well. Now for this demonstration, I used only 5,000 rows, but I've done it for 30,000 rows of data as well. It might get a little bit slower, but overall, it's, I think, faster than any other tool that we'll be using. So this is what I wanted to share here. This tool is actually, all of the other tools that I shared are free tools, free Chrome extensions, but I'm trying this one. Actually, I'm selling this one on Gumroad, but it's not that expensive. But maybe what I can do here is that I will share a discount code for you. Maybe 80% is good. So I just want to be generous and helpful for everyone. So because I'm just playing with this, it's not an income source for me. But yeah, and maybe Emanuel can share that discount code for all of the people who attended the call. And yeah, you can add it to your cart and buy it. And then there's a I don't know, 6-7 minutes, 4 minutes video about this one as well. So if you missed anything in this call, just use this video in order to learn more about this tool. And
maybe you want to drop the link here in the description as well. And if you can generate a code, we're just doing this ad hoc, but I'm assuming the code "How about some marketing" should work after the call. Probably the ones that will be reviewing viewing the recording. If not, go to howaboutsomemarketing.com and shoot us a message, and we'll figure something out.
Sure, perfect. And with this, I think we are ready to take a quick look at our last tool here, which is a Reddit keyword research tool. But when you go to this URL, this is the tool's URL, and then so we already have an instruction tab, a 6-7 minute video that explains everything for you, including how to get the Reddit API keys, because for this specific tool we need API keys from YouTube, from Reddit, and then you can see it already how this instruction is here. And for the sake of time, I won't go through the steps to generate API keys from Reddit. But how it works is very simple. When you watch that video, you will learn how to get the API keys, and just paste the client ID here, and then your secret key, and then any subreddit that you're looking for. So for example, iPhone might be a subreddit that you want to take a look at, and then you can scrape up to 900 questions. So for the sake of time, I will go with maybe 40 questions or around 40 questions. And then you can also select how many answers, how many upvoted answers you want to take a look at as well. So I will say 2 maybe answers, and then number of top queries. So this will generate a table for you. You're saying how many queries you want to see. And then very simple, just click on fetch and analyze. And then one more thing while it's fetching, I should tell you, is about type of questions. So on Reddit, you will have newest or hottest questions. Newest are, as it's clearly understandable, the latest question that the people have asked. So it will give you some idea around the latest topics that people are talking about. And the hottest is the hottest topics around that specific subreddit. And now the initial results are ready. So you can see the most repeated words, one-word queries are here for us. So for example, iPhone, phone, like. So these are the keywords. And then if we look at the 2-word queries, people are talking about iPhone 15. This is, the initial things that we're seeing. And then I only selected 40 keywords, but when you go for higher, maybe 500, 600, this data will be getting more and more valuable and more helpful. And also we have 3-word queries as well. So you can see what's happening here. With 40 keywords, this data, especially for the 3-word queries, is not really that valuable and helpful. But still, I think, with more questions, it will help you a lot. And at the end, we also have this word cloud that gives you an initial understanding of all the topics that people are talking about on Reddit. But a really cool feature that I recently added to this tool is that it already removes many stop words that are being used on Reddit. Otherwise, if I didn't remove them already, you would see many irrelevant words like it, I don't know, hi, I am, things like that. But they are being removed. But on your specific niche, if you are seeing some keywords, for example, I'm seeing like is here, there's no value for me here, I will say let's remove this. And then still no, maybe even get. So and unlimited number of keywords you can include here. And then now if I click on the update button, they should get removed and replaced with new keywords. Let's take a look, see if it happens. Okay, now they are removed. And then you can add more and more keywords. For example, I don't want to see the word back as well here. So they're being removed from the report. And then if you want to also see more a longer table, just drag this slider here, and more words will be revealed for you. And also, one more thing about this tool is that you can take a look at all of the questions as well. So these are the questions that people are looking for. We scraped already those 39 questions. And for example, this one was so recent that it didn't even have a top upvoted answer, but this one had an upvoted answer as well. And one more thing to tell you is that it's checking keywords once per for once per question. So for example, you can see word iPhone is being repeated 87 times here, but specifically for this question, we're seeing it 5 or 6 times it's repeated. The tool is only counting it once. Each keyword is being counted one time per question to make sure we're not, if a question is repeating iPhone 10 times, we're not counting it, for that specific keyword, and then it will not skew our data. And the last thing that you can use here is just, as always, I love it, Excel files should be there, because when we are SEOs, we want to analyze the data. And then when you click on this, you will have a list of top 100 results for 1 word, 2 word, and 3 word queries. And as an SEO, it's up to you next what you want to do, how you are going to use this. Maybe you want to include, for example, after iPhone, you want to look for Samsung, other, relevant subreddits to see what's happening there. But the real value of this tool is that it gives you that data. You can remove irrelevant words using this, and then you can download it and start seeing what people are talking about. Definitely, if you, in a few weeks, this 15 will turn into 16. It means that people are talking about iPhone 16 very soon. And yeah, you can quickly understand, as a social media manager, it will give you ideas what are the latest topics that people are talking about in your niche, what are their most interests. And also as an SEO, you can see if there's any gap in your content strategy. People are curious about a specific thing that you are missing here. People are really talking about an important issue and you're not covering it. So it will give you some ideas around that as well. So with this, I think we're done with explaining the tools, but if there are any more questions,
but I have a feeling, and tell me if I'm wrong, that you won't stop just for these tools. And if we are to speak in 6 months from now, I'm pretty sure you'll add a few more under your tool belt. Not sure why I have this this feeling.
Yes, exactly. So to be honest, every week at least I at least create one tool, while I'm working. So most of them are scripts, so they don't have user interface. So that's why I don't share them with everyone, because I usually share those that have a user interface and people can easily use them. But always I face a problem, I create a solution for that. And yeah, if I check my scripts, I think at least I have 30 or 40 Python scripts, or even Google Sheets that I'm using myself in order to solve a problem that I'm facing. And recently I'm learning React, so a better user interface I'm creating. So instead of using, for example, Google Sheets or presenting them to clients, I use those React created tools and dashboards that clients are also really loving them. So yeah, definitely there's no stop there, because I'm always curious. I always see problems, and the SEO, I mean, search engine optimization is a big world and lots of changes happen. We need tools, and giants like SEMrush, BrightEdge, these tools, sometimes they're expensive, sometimes they're too slow to move, and we need to be fast. So for example, with AI overview inside tools that I built, I knew that someday we'll have a solution, but I said, okay, we need a solution right now because it's happening to us, and we don't want to wait 3, 4, 6 months for those expensive tools to give us a solution. So yeah, if a new problem happens, definitely I will think about that. And even if there's no problem, no new thing, still we need some solution. So even all of the audience, if you face a problem, you think, okay, you're doing a manual work every day and it can be automated, then message me on LinkedIn with your new ideas, and I will be definitely happy to find a solution for them as well.
And we do have a message from Razi. He'll love to connect, so make sure you connect with Amin on LinkedIn and follow him over there. Charlene thanks us because she says this was so informative. Indeed, it was one of the most informative. And take a step back, because there was a lot of information, right? It wasn't something easy. It was a little bit advanced. So I'll be watching the recording a few times myself, just to ensure that I take advantage of all the capabilities that your tools have. We have a question. Do we have a YouTube video of your favorite user-friendly tools I'm assuming about all these tools that you showcased right now, or maybe you want to clarify. And in the meantime, we also have an interesting question from Viday. What about SERP landscape? Can you explain a little bit about Streamlit?
Okay, sure. Let me actually, because for the sake of time, I really didn't share this one, but let me quickly show you with the pre-built data. So people are using it, and sometimes it causes errors, but this is a tool that, so you need the SERP API key from SERP API. You will enter it here, and then what you need here to do is a list of comma separated keywords and also select the location. So currently, I think it works for Canada, Britain, and US SERP. And then you want to see what you're going to track. So are you tracking your own, the main domain, or a specific URL? And then after that, you click on fetch SERP results, and it will start visualizing the SERP for you. So for example, these dots, these colorful dots are, so let me actually make it easier to understand first. So imagine we have top 10 results of SERP here, okay? And these are the keywords. So for example, SUV, best SUV. So this is a list of maybe 60, 70 keywords. And this is, each of these lines are search engine result page. So summary of that. For keyword SUV, for example, car and driver is ranking 1. This one is ranking 2. Next one is ranking 3. At that time, I was looking at different brands and how they're working. So for example, we can see Toyota is appearing here. And then for the next keyword, none of my tracked URLs or domains are being cited. Again, we can see Toyota is ranking. Each of the colors are showing a different brand. So for example, Jeep is appearing somewhere, and then we should have VW, Volkswagen. So it gives you an understanding of, for these keywords, are your tracked domains appearing on the SERP or not? And after that, you can also see the overall landscape of the SERP as well. So for example, among the tracked domains, I'm seeing that Volkswagen is performing better than all of the competitors somehow, because it's being repeated. No, actually Jeep is being repeated 9 times. So it gives you some understanding of how your tracked domains are performing. So you and your competitors, actually, when I'm saying tracked domains. So, and then also you can see what are the top ranking websites that you might not be tracking. So for these non-branded SUV related keywords for automotive industry, I'm seeing Edmunds, car and driver. These are, even Reddit, KBB. So these are the top results of the SERP for these specific keywords that I was tracking. So, and then the overall goal of this tool is to understand where you are standing, where your competitors are standing, and then also have a good way to visualize it. And then the good thing is that you can, if you are only looking at the top 3 results, all of the results will be updated as well. So you can see who is, for example, if you're even limiting it to the first result, who is appearing more times. So car and driver is appearing for 34 of those keywords in rank 1. And you can expand it to anything that you want. So even on to, for example, first 45 results of the SERP, still you can take a look and analyze, and you can see total results are 4,500. And Cadillac, different brands are appearing there as well. And then when I increase it, YouTube is the first domain that appears. So yeah, this is the SERP landscape analysis tool. This is a free tool, but for getting the SERP API, you can have, I think, 100 monthly searches for free. And after that, you need to pay. But if this is something that you're interested in, you can definitely use it for free from this URL. And yeah, that's all I had to share about SERP landscape. So thanks for asking that. I knew there was a time limit, so I didn't share this one. But with the pre-ready data, I could quickly explain how this tool works and where's the value that it can bring for you.
Thank you so much for doing so, Amin, and thank you for the question today. It was an excellent session. We went a little bit past, but it was. I'm happy that we covered all of it. Make sure you connect with Amin. Make sure you follow us at howaboutsomemarketing.com. Let me put it on the screen in case you don't know. Sign up for the newsletter. You'll be in that's where you'll find out of our amazing guests that will join us for the upcoming webinars and many other surprises as well. And with that being said, thank you so much, Amin. I hope you'll come back in a few months again to showcase a different set of tools, and why not perhaps even an SEM Amin SEO suite, something like that. All of them into a single one. That being said, thank you so much, everyone who attended. My name is Emanuel, your friendly SEO consultant from Toronto. Until next time.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.